any Russian. Come out. Come in, come in! For violating the internal regulations of prisoners.
Oh, God. They could at least come up with something new.
What are you mumbling there, scum? We're going to kill you now. Shugaley is sentenced to execution by firing squad.
Could we maybe not do it today? It's my birthday, after all.
He says he actually has a birthday present for our honored guest.
The foundation of terrorism isn't cutting off heads. It's plunging the world into horror, forcing people into submission. Maxim, my father left behind a massive legacy. I gave you a list of assets around the world that Siraj wants to get his hands on. It's not just nuclear weapons. My father held back what he had under control. I know your father was a wise man. Biological labs, airlines, telecommunications networks, uranium mines. It's more than just weapons. We believed Libya would be a place of hope and prosperity. But if my father's legacy falls into the hands of terrorists, Libya will bring an apocalypse. Maxim, I hope you've pieced the puzzle together. Many in this country have died for just a fraction of what you now know. Now it's your responsibility too, and you will carry this bomb close to your heart.
Hey,
Samer, what's up?
there's people here. Right outside our house.
What kind of people?
With guns. They're here. They're coming for us.
Samer, urgently photograph all the documents. That's all we've got, and send them to Moscow. Do you understand me? All right, I'll be there soon.
Oh, Matt. How's it going?
Awesome, everything's okay.
Something wrong, man? Need help?
It's all right, Christopher Bonifatyevich.
Just a lot of work. Good luck. My friend.
Guarding?
Yep.
Guarding, yeah?
Yeah.
Come on, come on. Hey, how's it going? How's the mood?
Max. What if they catch us?
They're not gonna catch us. We haven't done anything wrong.
But they said we're on the list.
What are you sitting there for? Come on, help.
Max, we're not gonna make it.
We'll make it. Okay, don't touch this. It's anonymous. Destroy the ones with names, or else we'll expose people. Come on, come on, come on. Why are you just looking?
Yeah, Max, I'm listening. Something happened?
Here's the deal. We're screwed. They came for us. I sent the Gaddafi video to the office. I'll send the files later.
What files? Ditch them and get out of there fast.
We'll make it through. You know I'm lucky. Yeah. Samir, come on, grab your stuff. What are you digging around for? Let's go.
I lost my glasses.
Forget the glasses. You're worrying about the wrong kind. Come on, let's go.
I'm not feeling well.
Well then. Drink. Drink. We're leaving the house now. We'll find somewhere to stay for the night, and tomorrow we'll be in Moscow. Do you hear me? Enough already. All right, let's go.
You're waiting for the Russian, right? I just saw him. He's over there. Where? He approached the house from the other side. Understood? Got it? Got it. The Russians are probably in the house. Johnny, we are ready. Thanks. Where are the Russians?
Come on over here. Follow me. Why are you standing there? Jump already.
No, I'm afraid of heights.
Come on, I'll catch you.
The second one managed to get away. Should we sweep the area? Why? No need. I know the Russians. There he is.
Guys. What's the problem, huh?
Fellas, is there a problem? Let's sort this out. Tell us what you want, and we'll come to an agreement. Of course, we'll come to an agreement. Take him. He's all yours. Okay, got it.
Hi, Natasha. I'm doing well. It's been almost a year now, since everything's been fine. You know, it's a strange thing. They say a year in prison feels like 10. But for me, it's different. It's like it's all one day. And it never ends. And I want to go to sleep and wake up at home. But I'm here. I can't even sleep here.
I'm always happy to visit you, but we're rarely here, always off on our work trips. I honestly don't understand, Natasha, how you put up with him. But I don't want to drink to that. Do you know how Max and I met?
How old were we then?
We must have been about 10 years old. Yes, around 10.
You?
El Pass, just juice. I quit. Some local thugs attacked me once. I had this fur hat, and they decided to take it. And Max was passing by. We didn't even know each other yet. So he stepped in and beat up one of the guys. Seriously, you almost broke your finger and nearly busted his nose. And that guy had an older brother who practically ran the whole town. What's his name?
Redhead?
Yeah, the redhead. So I thought, well done, Max. He helped me out, but now I'll have to move out of the neighborhood. Max says, don't worry, I'll take care of it for you.
Hand me a glass.
And he went to do the tiling, as he refers to it. Max, what am I saying here? Why don't you just explain how it all happened?
Don't point your finger, or I'll break it.
The habits remain.
Go on, tell me.
What can I tell you? Basically, I go to this older brother, thinking if they're gonna kill me, might as well get it over with. I ring the doorbell. He opens it, steps out into the hallway
And imagine his
says,
face, this big rough mug.
Wait, let me tell it.
Sorry.
He looks at me and says, what do you want, kid? So, I explained to him that the other day, purely by accident, I beat up his little brother. I'm watching him, his face is all red, he's furious, and I think, well, that's it, I'm done for, you know? Then the door swings open. His wife sticks her head out and yells, Vasya, damn it, when are you going to change the baby's diaper?
And he himself?
Wait, I'm telling this part. Hold on, he looks at her, then at me, then back at her and says, you know, kid? You did the right thing coming here yourself. No issues with you, all problems solved.
So let's raise a glass to Max's skill in strategically handling problems.
Thank you, thanks, dear friends. Thanks.
You owe me a nephew.
So, Sonia, shall we go for a smoke?
Oh, I'll go smoke too.
Grisha, later.
Smoking is bad for you.
By the way, Grisha, I quit smoking. I was reading this book, what's it called?
So, Sonia, I've got a proposition. A business trip.
Where? Just don't tell me it's...
To Libya, to conduct a sociological survey.
But there's a war going on there.
I know. Can you imagine if it works? I promise it'll be fun.
Right. If...
Sonia, listen. You're the best professional I know. And plus, and this is a big plus, you're my friend.
Max, cut the act. I'll think about it.
Think about it. I could take Grishka instead. He's a young guy. Courageous, though a bit reckless, not like you.
Max,
Where did she hide it, huh? Think. Well,
here's to you. Happy birthday.
thank you.
Max, you again? You've been smoking a lot.
Oh,
The
come
guests are
on.
waiting, by the way.
We're coming now.
Я в деле.
I don't want you to go there. Consider it my woman's intuition.
What woman's intuition? You're not just anyone to me. You're a fighter.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Let's go.
Rusty.
Max, I don't know what's waiting for you out there. The information that comes from there is filtered by Western journalists and processed by their political technologists. You understand this setup, you'll be able to tell what's true and what's just noise. In short, we need a quality analysis of the situation with your unique expert experience. You're on your third cigarette now. Isn't that a lot? I won't be able to smoke for the next 5 hours between the flight and everything else. You're focusing on the wrong thing, Max. Well, maybe you'll just find out that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Or maybe you'll learn something more important.
Listen, this is the third time you're telling me this. Calm down already.
Just nervous. You sure you're gonna be okay?
Sure. All good. Let's go. Well, I'm off.
Też nie проводишь? I didn't know you learned Arabic.
What do you mean?
I don't see our translator.
He's coming. Come on. Pack the first aid kit. What are you brooding over there?
Just trying to understand what we've gotten ourselves into. If only you'd come to me first and get some advice before you made a decision. I would have told you we need to find another option.
Sometimes I think you're not human, but a walking Turing machine. Why are you getting anxious prematurely?
Everything is arranged.
We're going on an official invitation. We'll fly to Istanbul, and from there to the destination, and in a couple of months, back.
You know that saying? Huh? If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. So why aren't you taking it?
I'm not on speaking terms with it.
Attention passengers, boarding for flight 402 is closing.
So, I take it our translator has some punctuality issues?
Ah, it's all right, as long as he's a good guy. Come in. There he is, running.
Hello.
Made it. Hello, Semmer. So, where are you lost?
I didn't get lost. The alarm didn't go off.
Sasha, meet our very speedy translator.
Summer.
Alexander.
Hello.
Summer, tell the driver we need to stop at the Radisson.
Are we staying at the Radisson? Is there a pool? I brought my swim
Yeah,
trunks.
there are even 2 pools. Don't even think about it. We just need to mark our official presence there.
Off to the Radisson.
Who's the meeting with?
The best people in town.
But really, Maxim, what is the real purpose of your research? I'm just curious about your life here. It's a wonderful goal. Of course, we have some challenges right now, but, solving all issues takes time. We're doing everything possible to ensure our people live well.
Right. And we already have a name for those people.
Excuse me, what? Oh, just a Russian joke. I'm sure you'll understand me. I'm a patriot of my country, just like you. And I want my country to prosper again. And naturally, this desire aligns with the desires of our people. And that's why you're staying in a hotel? It's a matter of our safety. And we don't live here. We work here. Right, temporary hardship. You've just arrived. Must be tired from the journey. I won't keep you any longer. Tell me, do you plan to meet with the dictator's son? With Saif Gaddafi? Well, if it works out, we'll meet. But if you're against it, we won't. On the contrary, I don't mind at all. And if this meeting does happen, I'd be delighted. Only if it works out. You'll tell us exactly where you'll be meeting, right? So that you can have a polite conversation with him? Maxim, what do you take us for? We released him and dropped all charges against us. He's hiding from us for some reason. I don't know why.
I believe you. I don't even believe myself. But I believe you.
I believe you. Thank you. Thank you. So you hold your fingers like this, pick it up, and eat up. You'll be fine here. My house is even worse. I live right next door. My parents lived here. You probably don't have houses like this in Russia. Someday, I'll visit Russia too. I'll see how you live there.
Summer, why are you so quiet? Did you come here as a guest or to translate?
He says he wants to go to Russia.
He was actually talking about something for half a minute.
But he doesn't talk about anything interesting.
Is that your decision?
Easy, easy, Sonia. Easy. Summer, why don't you ask him
About their rules for...
drinking and smoking?
Jamal, my friends want to know about alcohol and cigarettes. You can buy cigarettes, but alcohol, no way. It's really difficult. Better not to try.
No problem with cigarettes, but alcohol could be tricky.
So we're going to work sober, right?
Anyway, I didn't think it was gonna take this long. Well, I won't spoil your mood. Say hi to the kids. Love, Max. P.S. Oh, and of course I won't actually be sending this letter to you.
Since we're not speaking.
Bastards.
Hey, Nat. We are doing our best.
Natasha, are you doing all right?
I'm okay. You tell me, is he alive?
The issue is already being handled at the highest level. Natasha. It's gonna be okay.
I've always been terrified of that phrase.
What's Moscow's weather?
It's a little hot. Climate's changing, you know. Globally.
I understand. Things aren't calm here either.
Good afternoon.
Alexander Nikolaevich, I need all the details regarding Shugaley. Have you been in touch with people in Tripoli?
Things are never simple there. Tripoli is essentially controlled by 4 factions. Maxim and Samar are being held in a private prison owned by the leader of the Rada faction, Kara, while the head of the GNA, Mr. Siraj, essentially makes no decisions at all.
I truly apologize for getting involved, Yuri Evgenyevich, but discussing matters with these people is useless. We need to pull our guys out by hand.
How?
That's how it is. There are no options here.
I don't understand what to do with these Russians. Our American friends just set us up. We've got to do something. Mr. President, we can't let them go. I examined the documents we found from the Russians. They are very dangerous. They can destroy us if this information gets out somewhere. The whole world will turn against us. The whole world would turn against us. It would be our death. And by the way, this concerns you too, Mr. President. But if we just shoot them, it would cause such a scandal. I know that perfectly well without your input. I was just informed that guests from Russia have arrived in Tunisia regarding these people. We've already moved the Russian to a separate cell so that no one can see him. As for the guests, there's no need to worry. I told our American friends that the Russians supposedly wanted to form an alliance with Haftar and Gaddafi. That story will soon be in all the foreign newspapers. Maybe, for now, we can just give them the translator. Mr. President, the Russians won't take the clown without the magician. There's no need to worry so much. You're already exhausted as it is. We'll handle everything ourselves. Don't worry, Mr. President. Everything is fine. I think it's $300,000. If we're talking about the Russian sociologist and his translator, we can come to an agreement for that amount. We're ready to pay any sum. No, that won't work. If you start bargaining here, they won't respect you. Any money. Okay. I'll do my best, but I'm gonna start with $300,000. It's a deal.
Russian! Come out quickly! Undress. Hurry up. Get undressed, quickly.
Begin, live. Look, he's clean. Very. That's enough.
Go out. Get dressed.
Maxim, I would like so that you and your friend Samar return to Russia. I really do. You're here, living in inhumane conditions. I'm very worried about you. Let's do this. We're going to record a video where you and Samar will mention that you are seeking help from your authorities. Ask them to officially recognize our government as the sole authority. You can do it?
Sure.
No problem.
I'll call the president myself right now. You know how we Russians are. If something happens somewhere, we call the president immediately.
Another Russian joke? What do you think? Do you really think that your authorities won't take care of you? As far as I know, the Russians love their authorities.
What does power have to do with it? I love the motherland.
He says he loves the motherland.
Turn on your little recording. We'll record everything right now. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Dear Russian authorities. This is Maxim Anatolievich Shugaley addressing you and Samer. What's your father's name? Well, it doesn't matter. We are now in a very distant country. We're in a very, shall we say, bad mood. We've been doing a little work and we've found out that at the head of the so-called Government of National Accord in Tripoli, there are terrorists from the band ISIS, Al-Qaeda, and the Brotherhood in the territory of the Russian Federation.
He's not saying it right at all.
Stop the recording. Why are you doing this? Wash him up. Please don't joke around with me. Let's agree on something. I'll do it myself. Just approach your wife. Ask her to inform your authorities.
We are not talking to each other.
She says they don't talk. Maxim, I know you. You don't care about yourself. And if you don't do what I ask you to do, we will end your friend's life. Really? Don't you get it yet? You're in my country. My laws are here. If I want to, I will release you, but no one will ever find him. And then you'll live with this until the end of your life. Okay. Turn on the camera. Mohammed, yeah, we can't release them. They broke our laws. As far as I know, they haven't been charged with anything serious yet. They were just doing their job. Besides, there's a very good payment being offered for them. They're Russians. Do you understand? I understand. You can take him. From now on, be more careful with the Russian. Get everything he knows out of him. But tell your men to hit him so that there's no marks. And keep his arms and legs intact. Right now, he's A very valuable asset for us. I'll make the decisions myself. This is my prison, and he's my asset. No, my friend. When I tell you, you'll let them go. We'll see. If Allah says so, I'll give them back, and if not, you're gonna do what I tell you to do. We'll get not just money for them, but much more. A good Russian. Business will go even better with him. People will come to him. One guy comes, we'll make $1 million. And someday, right, another will come, and another $1 million, maybe even more. Russians have money. They'll pay. Okay, that's it. He's had enough. You'll ruin the asset.
Natasha, don't worry about me. I've had a hard day. I'm tired. But everything's fine.
You'll ride in the trunk and I'll be in the cabin. There will be a few checkpoints ahead. We'll pass safely, but if they hear any noise, that's it. If you hear any noise and they open the trunk, pull the pin immediately, otherwise they'll cut off your head. And his tooth. Sasha, keep it safe and out of reach.
Or I might pull it at the wrong time.
Where are you going?
Oh, God.
Going to family. What's in the trunk? Bring in gifts. Go through.
Arrived. They're waiting for us.
He's glad we came. And his family, too.
And all this for just one family?
My dear, we're here to work. Right, Summer?
Yes.
I'm a professor. Biology professor. I studied in Europe. Then I came back to Libya. I wanted my country to develop and prosper. Right now, it's weapons, not knowledge, that matter here. After Gaddafi's death, terrible things began to happen. Terrorists have come to us. They are taking our children away, forcing them to commit murder, to join the Misrata militia. They have no turning back. They become outcasts to their tribe. If we don't change anything, all our children will become terrorists.
He says he cares a lot about the country.
I understand that brevity is the soul of wit.
But not that much. He says the same thing as everyone else. It used to be better. The grass was greener, the water was wetter. And now the terrorists are bothering them. What?
I'm just thinking, how much would the militants pay for you? How to sell you? Whole or in pieces? Why are you laughing?
I can help with the translation if you permit.
Good. Dad allows you to help. Your translator said it all correctly. Life used to be much better, though, of course, grass never grew in the desert. But overall, there were children in schools, good roads, hospitals were working. The country was good.
He knows we've met all kinds of people, but people don't know a lot of things. His country is an experiment, one in which terrorists have embedded themselves into power. The head of the government of national accord is a puppet of Al-Qaeda. He holds onto power only because of terrorists and military support from Turkey. And the head of the State Council, Mr. Meshri, comes from the radical wing of the Muslim Brotherhood.
So you're saying that he's a terrorist too?
He smiles in a way that makes people believe. He's the most dangerous guy in Libya. And Sarraj is the richest. Every day, Libya produces $180 million worth of oil. Where do you think that money goes?
I don't know.
This is the amount Mr. Sarraj puts in his pocket every year.
4 mil?
Billions.
Can it be proven?
No doubt. This is Mr. Sarraj's personal account.
Yeah. I can snap a pic?
The Americans don't understand that if the people they put in power in Tripoli are officially recognized as the government and begin buying weapons themselves, then the Twin Towers will seem like a playground to them.
Can we exchange phone numbers?
Unfortunately, no. He has managed the oldest bank for 20 years. What he recounted to us was important. He recounted it only to us. Also, if we see him on the street, we don't know him.
Yeah, I realize that.
Most of the profile is anonymous. That was to be expected.
People are afraid.
But anonymous ones are the most honest. Oh, Sanya. Do you even understand what we've done here?
Now we are the only experts who see Libya objectively.
Right. That's what I've been telling you. Well, shall we? Let's drink to that.
That's it. I'm done. I'm done. Hide it. Somewhere far away from me so I can't find it. Oh, that chest over there, yes.
So you won't find it?
Where are you going? You can't go this way. I have very important information for Maxim.
Summer, stop fucking sleeping. What's he saying?
You need to leave. My boss asked me to pass on that there's a list of Russians who will be arrested if they try to leave the country.
We need to go home, Sama. I think we might get arrested if we try to leave the country.
Are there any safe ways to get out?
We can try, but in a couple of days, they might decide not to wait until we leave and arrest us instead.
So we have 2 more days. Good evening. You know, if I were in your place, I'd do exactly the same thing. Put one of my employees in my place so I don't put myself at risk.
You have to think about your own safety. I hope this will all be over soon, and the Libyan National Army will drive all this scum out of Tripoli.
What's stopping them?
What are you here for anyway?
Gaddafi's assets. He won Sarraj is after. They're not just money.
They're more than money. They're government access to key legal companies worldwide. Power that no weapon can replace. But I don't have all the information.
But who can own it?
Only Saif. Only he has all the pieces of the puzzle. It will be dangerous.
I know. But if it scared me, I wouldn't be looking for you.
Max, I think we should get out of here right now. All of us together.
Oh, sure. I'll just drop everything and go. Get it, Sanya. Meeting Gaddafi, that's our jackpot.
We definitely need another meeting.
All right, let's do it this way. You go first and check the route. I'll stay here and meet with Gaddafi.
Not an option. I'm staying.
I will play 1 round. Whoever wins, stays. Okay?
Me?
You're out of the game, Semmer. Out of the game. Move aside.
nonsense, we should go together. Step aside.
Salam alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. So what did you want? A game is a game. You wanted the prize so much it's written all over your face.
Just think about escape routes from here.
Oh, stop with the drama. I'll leave by the rooftops, and you'll remember me by name.
I don't doubt you, but our friend Sammer...
A radish without...
Hey!
I'm just kidding.
Can you be serious? Soon there won't be much to laugh about. Max?
You're alive?
Holy shit. Where am I supposed to eat now, huh? Still want to stay? When you're in Moscow, give me a call.
Out.
What, off to the firing squad again? Are we going to film something, or what? I am a citizen of the Russian Federation. Maxim Shugaley. I'm currently in Libya. I'm fine. I'm alive and well. I send my regards to my wife, my children and my mom, and all my friends.
I assure you that Maxim and Summer are being held in very good conditions. Your hotel rooms in Moscow are worse. I doubt it. You're worrying for nothing. And even though they're being charged with a serious crime, we are ready to let them go today. Conditions? Your authorities must officially recognize our government of national accord as the sole authority in Libya. And also, we need weapons supplies. Very interesting. Isn't the weaponry Turkey provides enough for you? What we need are your Russian weapons. With all due respect, your regime, let's say, has somewhat tarnished itself. And you yourself, as I understand, are from the Muslim Brotherhood. That organization is banned in Russia. Your info is out of date. I've been out of this organization for a long time. There's no such thing as former brothers. I have stated our terms to you. We need to be together. I'll wait for your authorities to decide. I hear you. Thank you. In my opinion, everything is going just perfectly. Let's wait to see what the Russians say. What will be more important to them, their man or their principles? And do you know what the cherry on top is? What? The fact that for the first time in history, terrorists are an official power. And only we know who they really are and how to control it.
It's a good book. The title is appropriate.
Your friends, when they ran away, left a lot of stuff like this here. Read it out. Loudly.
In one of the third-class carriages at dawn, 2 passengers found themselves facing each other.
Louder!
So, one of them was short, with a big black beard. Hey, he even looks like that. Only he was a bit of a jerk, but still an honorable citizen. And here we have a hard case. What's the matter, you fat asshole? Not a human, but an animal.
If you're in pain, you can get on your knees. Fuck off.
I'm not in pain. He was similar. On a pig. Although, for the pig, that comparison would be offensive.
Mabruk, we've received information. The terrorists have captured 2 Russian scientists in Tripoli. They were placed in the Mitiga prison. It is our duty to get them out of there. Mr. Marshall, we can't reach Mitiga without heavy fighting and significant losses. Maybe we should launch preliminary airstrikes on the main terrorist bases in Tripoli.
No, absolutely not. No strike. This is our city. This is ours. Our soil. Well then, the Russians who are in prison are our guests. We must free them. We have to lure the terrorists out of town so that all fighting can take place outside the city. I understand, Mr. Marshall.
I am a citizen of the Russian Federation. Maxim Shugaley. I'm currently in Libya. I'm fine. I'm alive and well. I send my regards to my wife, my children, and my mom, and to all my friends, anyone who remembers me.
Maxim has been charged with election interference. It's nonsense. They don't have a constitution over there. They don't even have an election coming up. Those bastards are just playing their political games. We've already gotten a letter from Turkey.
They suggest that you go personally to the Turkish authorities and ask for help. You know, so that the Turkish authorities, they contributed to the release of Max and Samer. But there will be no help from them, because the Turks themselves support the government of national accord. So as soon as you turn to an intermediary, there's a long chain of events that will lead to Turkey just embarrassing Russia. Showing our weakness in the region. That's their real goal. And you'll just be a tool in this game.
Look, can you just give me my husband back?
By the way, Natasha, I quit smoking. And imagine, they gave me a book to read today, in Russian. The idiot. Now I'm wondering,
Are you here to spy on us?
He thinks we're spies.
Samar, get it together. We're sociologists. We came by invitation. We didn't do anything illegal.
We are not spies. Not criminals. They say they're not criminals. Wrongdoing.
Listen.
Stop! Stay where you are!
If I've offended anyone, I offer my sincere apologies. Let's calmly discuss everything. You tell us why you detained us, and we'll answer all your questions.
We're very sorry. We're just scientists. Scientists. Eat. There may not be any dinner at all. Eat. Sometimes they give us pasta. Sometimes they give us pasta. You'll get used to it. You can live here. They even let me outside once a week. But you have to behave well for that.
What did he say?
They say you can live here.
That's true. I can live with you. But not for long.
Hey, Professor, take a look at this.
Hello.
What's wrong with him?
He's got diabetes.
Why are you making a circus? How many times do you have to play the silent treatment?
He's being rude, wants to insult us.
Tell me, why were we detained?
He's asking what he's accused of. You wanted to know what's going on in my country, didn't you? I'll show you everything. Here. I asked my wife. She sent me some pills for you. They're for blood pressure. But they should help you too. His wife sent me the pills.
Thank you.
They promised to soften the punishment. Sorry, it's just business. You shouldn't have brought the pills. Interfering in the affairs of my country, prisoner Shugaley, sentenced to death.
I can't anymore. And these beasts...
We have to get out of here. Otherwise, we'll die.
It won't work. You can't get out of here.
Unless it's for his money. Cash.
So what? Where's the cashier? Where do I pay?
I have family in Turkey. It's hard to live.
If I bring them 2 million, for you and your buddy, I'll assist.
Yep, no. I'll just run to myself. I left my cash there.
You got a good sense of humor. Soon, there'll be tight security. I'm negotiating with him, Jomit. Going to Javrash. You bring the money.
That's an interesting scheme.
And if you don't, my brothers will find you. In Javrash.
Max, what if it flops? What if he wants to set us up?
Did you have any doubts? I knew right away.
Then why did we get involved in this?
So what? Waiting for something? At least this way. We die as heroes. And if we're lucky, we'll get out.
What are you doing? He'll go with us.
No. Russians only. 1 more million on top for the professor.
Okay, hurry up. Let's go.
Let's go. Professor.
Get up, we have to leave. I have nowhere to go. Why? I have no one left.
This way, this way.
We'll take a different route. Stay here. Amir, how have you been lately? Summer, get in the car.
Max, let's go home, huh?
Freedom, Summer. Freedom.
Go, Max.
After all this commotion and spectacle, they separated Samir and me, put us in solitary. But you know, Natasha, even if I had known that this was going to happen, I would still go.
Burn, all of you! Let this end.
Mr. Marshal, about the Russians. My informant in Tripoli reported they might be executed in the coming days. We go to Matiga. Mr. Marshal, are you still proposing an assault? No. Send a small group. Ahmed, which unit is closest to the prison? SWAT team, the Abu Salam defenders. So they'll go. But remember, not a single flower makes it into Tripoli. Not a single window broken. It's very precipitous. A lot of our people are going to die. The Russians have always treated us well. They're our friends. If our soldiers die, their mothers will weep. If a guest dies in your home, Allah will cry. Yes, sir. Did you do everything I said? Yes, I put ammunition boxes all around the perimeter. Currently, this is the safest spot in the city. And the Russians are our living shield. We shouldn't have a Russian here. Why? I've dealt with them many times. They'll come after their own. Who? The Russians? He's been here for a year.
Hey, Russian. Where are you? See? There's no one.
You know, Natasha, I just realized something. I didn't love you. No, not in that way. I didn't love you before. And I just realized how much I love you. I'll never tell you that, though. I guess I'll never see you again.
Max. How many times have I asked you to fix this shelf? Everything's falling apart.
overall, the film crew paid great attention to all the details, and they managed to very well reproduce both the atmosphere of the city itself and its anxious state. Its tense state, and also the character of the Libyan people, who are largely very kind and hospitable. I can say, yes, the events depicted in this film very accurately reflect what actually happened.
The team's expedition, their work, their research, allowed the whole world to know the truth about what is happening in Libya. Just how wild and unruly these fighters are in their behavior. How deeply has terrorism infiltrated the upper echelons of Tripolitan power? What has the country turned into? It has been divided into several parts and subjected to ransom. To those bandits, field chiefs, they cast her into a barbaric medieval abyss with monstrous tortures. Experiments on people.
I'm Sergei Samoylov, a sailor. In the summer of 2016, while part of a tanker crew in neutral waters off the coast of Libya, I was captured by the so-called Coast Guard, Libyan Coast Guard of the city of Zawiya, which is actually an armed group under the control of the GNA2 government, competing for control of the oil business in the area. And 5 days later, we were sold in Tripoli to the Al-Rada group, led by Sheikh Abdurrauf Kar. The crew was put in a Matiga prison. I was beaten on the head with sticks. My legs were jammed into the bars, and my feet were filled with sharp objects. After that, I couldn't get back on my feet for a week. They shoot you in the feet. Chopped off. The hands brushes. The most harmless punishment is to be tied up with your hands up near the bars for a few hours.
They put me away. In jail. They had Russians. After a week, the Minister of the Interior arrived, of the government of the Bashaga National Accord. We thought that he would come up with a solution. But it turned out that he is the leader of the factions, not the Minister of the Interior. We thought he'd take pity on us. He'll say poor people. But he came, just like that, grabbed me by the eye, and I blacked out. And then I realized I had my eye out. I'm gonna fight with these militia to the last drop of my blood, and with God's help.